The president died.
As the country heals,
It's gonna be fine.
a family is put to the test. Then, all new Law and Order Criminal Intent. A politician murdered. This child genius holds the twisted secret.
Want to show me your room?
And critically acclaimed Boomtown. A murder heard over the phone.
He's gonna kill me.
A wife caught in a dangerous game.
The woman is going to be murdered.
Quality drama, NBC.
Later on The Tonight Show, Jay generates sparkling repartee with Ellen DeGeneres, gets a grilling from George Foreman, and takes the comedy festival to your room. Your local news is next.
In 60 seconds on Wavy News 10 at 11, there are some steaming mad people in Hampton Roads tonight.
They say they're out thousands because a car repair place packed up and left. When do you hear this one? Next.
Hey, tonight, stay up late for NBC Saturday Night Live, hosted by New York Yankee Derek Jeter, plus the music of Shakira. Your local news is next.
I'm Jay Warren. Coming up, the Hokies come out on top in a collegiate clash in Texas. Sports Team 10 has complete coverage from College Station. Plus, the search is over for one mom caught beating her daughter in a parking lot. We'll have the latest on the daughter's condition and where she'll be staying. That's next on News Channel 10 at 11.
Mystery you won't be able to get out of your mind. Are these men killers, or are there demons living inside their minds? Is it possible? Mind Game, Murder and Multiple Personalities, an astonishing special primetime Wednesday. Then, to fully understand the crisis in the Mideast, you'd have to follow it intensely for years, or turn to one man who has. Nightline returns to the Holy Land.
He was shot in the head. His pregnant girlfriend was brutally murdered. A pregnant woman? That's just coward work. For the first time, Mark King speaks about that tragic night. Next.
ABC is America's broadcasting company, bringing more Americans together for this year's biggest event, the Academy Awards, Super Bowl 34, the Emmy Awards, the Bowl Championship Series, and round-the-clock coverage of the Millennium. Live, the biggest events of the year, only on
From the heart of the tri-state area, Dana Tyler, Stephen Clark, Mark Dennon's weather, and Warner Wolf on sports. This is News 2 at 11.
I just told him.
Tomorrow, rock legend turned donor daddy David Crosby comes to Good Morning America with his spin on his wildest ride ever. What made him say yes to Melissa tomorrow?
He's one tough cop.
Do I gotta smack you in the back of the head?
But Tuesday,
Would you think this would be all right?
Andy Sipowicz
Or do you think I'm making a mistake?
must come face to face with the one thing he fears most. A date. All new NYPD Blue, ABC Tuesday. Viewer discretion advised.
Right ahead, a local Republican weighs in on George W. Bush's visit to a controversial college, and Al Gore steps in after Boeing workers head to the picket line.
Who is selling cigarettes to your children? An undercover sting reveals the answer. Plus, a new study gives you something to sleep on tonight. The reasons you're not getting enough rest. The news is a minute away.
Next Friday on a special Big Picture show.
All I've had to eat for the past 6 days are gummy bears, jelly beans, and candy corn.
God, I wish I had your discipline.
Romy and Michelle go back to their reunion.
What is with that kid?
I don't know. He is sick.
They'll be in a class by themselves.
That hurt, but it looked really good.
Oscar winner Mira Sorvino. Lisa Kudrow.
What are you picking on us for? We are not the ones who got fat. We're pregnant, you half-wit.
The network premiere Romy and Michelle's high school reunion next Friday, 8/7 Central on ABC.
Don't miss the return of Lilith on an all-new Frasier.
Hey, baby, I'm Frasier. It's Thanksgiving, and Lilith is stopping by.
The broom touches down on a lemon.
Now, Frasier seems a bit confused. Yeah, well, maybe. They're going to give it another try.
You started us down that path of insanity.
And they don't know what to do with that fat, festive Thanksgiving bird.
Might I suggest you stuff it?
Yeah, Lilith is back.
Lilith is back, Tuesday on NBC. This week on NBC's Tonight Show, Jay gives a big turkey welcome to scheduled guests Christy Brinkley, Jerry Rice, Rodney Dangerfield, and musical guest Huey Lewis on the news. Your local news is next.
Survivors tell a tale of horror after a hijacked plane crashes near a tourist resort.
A congressman comes to the rescue of a Tacoma man accused of spying in North Korea.
Also a parade for those who might consider themselves, well, a little different.
Later on The Tonight Show, Chase samples Vanilla Sky's flavorful Penelope Cruz. Plus, the Bernie Mac Show's Ocean's 11 entry Bernie Mac. And the misunderstood tunes of Pink. The local news is next.
And coming up next, local authorities warn of a con game. A victim tells of how he lost his life savings. And California Congressman Gary Condit makes the political decision of his life. The news on Channel 4 just seconds away.
Want to make this a Thanksgiving to remember? You'll need food.
Don't do that again.
Games. Friends. My parts are showing. And surprises.
We'll handle this.
Throw the Thanksgiving bash, everyone will want to crash. Never before seen on television. Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
Welcome to Fantasy Island.
Fantasy Island, Saturday at 9/8 Central on ABC. On the wonderful world of Disney.
Oh my goodness.
During the Great Depression, one little girl could make the whole world smile.
Shirley Temple is the greatest moneymaker the picture business has ever seen. You give me Shirley, I'll give you Clark Gable.
Her talent was enormous.
You treat my daughter like she's a chip in a poker match.
Her story, more than you ever knew.
She's growing and depreciating.
People will still come to my pictures, won't they?
Child Star, ABC Sunday, 7/6 Central. Tuesday, one thing leads to another.
I wanted to surprise you with breakfast.
When Detective Danny Sorensen
I got a favor to ask.
goes undercover.
Keep it quiet. I'll keep it entirely to myself. Andy included. I'm trying to look out for you. I got it covered, Andy.
All new NYPD Blue ABC Tuesday. Viewer discretion advised.
How much did the FBI know about the foul-up that's delaying Timothy McVeigh's execution? New developments tonight. Will or won't they? Comair's striking pilots vote on a new contract, which could make or break the airline.
Tuesday,
It's just time for me to leave.
no matter what you think you know,
I thought I had a handle on this Diane thing, but you don't.
you never know
You don't need to disrupt your life.
what will happen next.
I'm putting in for a transfer. Well, that ain't good.
All new NYPD Blue, ABC Tuesday. Viewer discretion advised.
The Drew Carey shows in May are such a big secret we can't reveal anything. Tell me?
Or everything in this kitchen goes down my pants.
Oh, in that case, check this out. Drew's trading his old archenemy for a new one. Kathy Lee. And Drew and the gang turn into something that rhymes with Radio Schmutzes. And who's responsible for sending Drew to an institution?
Me.
It's a month of new Drews, starting Wednesday on ABC with Kathy Lee. How's that, Louis?
Say goodbye to Mr. Spatula.
No!
She grew up
Miss Anne Frank was radiant at the Trinity School last night. Quite a glamour girl, wouldn't you say?
in a world that was changing.
My sister begs me to send the children to London to live with her.
And will you?
Well, it's better if we stay together. Hope for the best.
Her life
I'm not going to wait for the Nazis to drag us away. We'll simply disappear.
would never be the same.
How long will we be in hiding?
Perhaps a month or two, until the war's over.
But her spirit refused to die.
After the war, I'm going to live.
ABC presents a world premiere event.
I know where they're hiding.
Academy Award winner Ben Kingsley, Brenda Blethyn, Lily Taylor, and introducing Hannah Taylor-Gordon as Anne.
We've suffered before, and it's only made us stronger.
The story that goes beyond anything you've ever heard. Anne Frank, Sunday, May 20th on ABC.
Next.
I'm investigator Gilda Unruh. Tonight, the Florida legislature is focusing serious attention on the Miami-Dade School Board, considering...
Coming up, the death of a NASCAR racing legend in the season's inaugural race. And President Bush puts the small town of Crawford, Texas, in the national spotlight.
Tuesday, viewer discretion advised.
Coming up, the death of a NASCAR racing legend in the season's inaugural race. And President Bush puts the small town of Crawford, Texas, in the national spotlight.
Tonight on an all-new Late Show, actress Julianne Moore, plus a 14-year-old sportscaster, and the top 10 signs President Bush is getting cocky. First, your local news.
This is News 12 Nightside. Voters move ahead with the Tennessee lottery, but some church leaders say their fight is not over. And
Ambulance rides could be draining your tax dollars. News 12 investigates ambulance abuse. Plus, 2 of country music's lead.
In your news, Cross Plains residents look to leave the Middleton School District. We'll find out if their efforts are successful. Health team explains a way you might be able to throw away those glasses and contacts without surgery. Your news at 10 starts now.
Super Bowl 34 coming January 30th to ABC.
Planned Parenthood is passing out birth control without seeing patients first. Plus, folks at the union schools are arguing over plans to build a new arena. News Channel 8 starts right now. It's 10 o'clock.
Not funny, Bernie. Anyway, America, they did have a good time. The boy did have a good time, but now he's got to get past one last hurdle. I was just kidding. You got a lot of nerve, Billy. You want something to drink?